Hi, I'm Hiram Monserrate. I'm a Democrat running for the state Senate, and I approve this message.
Hiram has this uncanny ability to bring different people from different backgrounds together in one table with common vision. And he also has this ability and the strength to go toe-to-toe with special interests.
He was a former New York City policeman. Now he's been a councilman for the last 6 or 7 years. Every time you're out in the street, you're going to see Hiram doing one community event after another.
Conozco a Monserrate, el concejal de aquí de Queens, como una bella persona. Él es una persona muy humana. Es una persona que ayuda a la comunidad.
Every week he's doing something for the people. And I admire that. I see him all over the neighborhood helping people.
I'm quite pleased with how he interacts with the entire neighborhood.
Hiram is the kind of person that makes himself very accessible to the community. He makes himself known and accessible to community members. And that's incredibly valuable for anybody that has any interest in improving their community or being involved, being aware of what's going on.
Well, I was born right here in New York City. My parents are Hilda and Manuel, and they were both originally from Puerto Rico. And they had 3 children, and I'm one of the 3. I'm the baby of the family. We had a very close-knit family. My father was started out as a cook and then became a porter, and my mother was a home health care worker. Well, I had 2 of the best parents anyone could ever have. I had a solid marriage, church-going, very, very driven for success, and a very hard work ethic. Since I was a young teenager, I always had a sense of public service. In fact, I was 17 years old when I joined the Marine Corps. It also helped me become much more disciplined, much more focused, much more goal-oriented. At the age of 20, I was in the police academy training to be one of New York's finest. I always had a yearning for education. I was a political science major in Queens College. The one professor that had a great impact on me was a professor by the name of Tito Giulassi. He really evoked in me a will for critical analysis. And that's where I really began to analyze and question a lot of things about government. In 2001, I was elected to serve on the New York City Council. And that was the beginning of my political career. Parks and playgrounds have been a focal point of my time in the council. In a community like Jackson Heights, and Corona, and Elmhurst, and Woodside, and East Elmhurst, many of us don't have a yard, and our parks are our backyards. We had a park that was run down, and in my first year, I allocated about $600,000 in Hinton Park, and today it is a beautiful playground. People take pride in the park, and that's what can happen when government responds. The essence of our democracy is participation. If we have less participation, then I believe we have less democracy. Diversity is a strength, it really is. In our community, here particularly in Jackson Heights and in the borough of Queens, this is the most diverse place on the planet. And really what we have shown here is that diversity is a real strength economically, it's a real strength culturally, and it's a real strength about people coming together, living together in peace, and really enjoying and learning from each other. One key component to all of this is communication and dialogue. And if we have a willingness to do that, many of the things that we are encountering in our community and in our city can have a positive resolution. Our united community is a strong community. It's a community that speaks with a strong voice. Well, I'm extremely proud that in the time that I've been in the council, we have dealt with a major issue in our community. That is school overcrowding. So we did a 600-seat expansion to IS-61, and we have 2 brand new schools that are being built, and both are scheduled to open in September of 2008. I think at the end of the day, we're talking about resources. Lip service stops at the door. Queens needs more funding, and we can't build more schools without it. It's time for Albany to pay up everything they owe and get the money to New York City that it deserves. My experiences as a Marine, as a police officer, as a member of the City Council, as a member of the New York Civil Liberties Union, have always brought me back to one basic premise, and that is that we must have communication and open dialogue to solve the issues that our community are confronting. Those are the experiences that I bring with me to the New York State Senate, and that's how I will champion the causes of this community. As your state senator, I want to improve education very simply. More funding, more teachers, and more classrooms. As your state senator, I will do what I did in the city council, which is expand upon funding public space for park use. But I understand that we need more trains and faster buses. We need to ensure that the MTA invests more resources in the public transportation system in New York City. Albany currently today is dysfunctional and it's not working in the best interest of the people of the state of New York. I intend to go up there to fight for change and to ensure that that becomes a legislative body that responds to the needs of this community. Join me in bringing new leadership to the state Senate. Change in Albany begins with your vote.